Hey everybody, this is Coach Lou and I want to welcome you again to another video explaining what's going on in my week, and I want to help motivate you so that you continue with your own personal fitness journey. Now, I have some very exciting news as far as I'm concerned. Since I've gone to Summit, several things have happened. Um, we've had a lot more people join our team, which is very exciting. But on a personal level, I've lost about 10 pounds, which is a wonderful thing for me. And when I say 10 pounds, I don't mean 10 pounds of muscle. I mean 10 pounds of flub. And the reason why that happened is because I knew when I went to Summit, I was going to make myself, I was going to pretty much throw myself into this whole pool of people who were in great shape, who had amazing transformations. And I was, as I mentioned last time, very nervous about going to Summit. I mean, it's an environment where there are people who are of incredible stature, if you will, and I was a little hesitant to maybe expose myself to that. And I'm glad I sucked it up and I manned up and I went, because when you're surrounded by so much incredible energy and enthusiasm and positive energy, it has such a positive impact on you. And it helped me refine my own personal ambitions, my own goals, if you will. It helped me better establish why I do what I do. And when I started this fitness journey, it was primarily to get in better shape, because I had gained about 100 pounds in light of the events that were, I guess, leading up to personal circumstances that were making me unhappy. And I gained 100 pounds. I just completely trashed my nutrition. I stopped doing anything physical, just sat around and, watched TV, watched the Food Network, and made a big deal out of it, and was content with that. And when you gain 100 pounds, that's like carrying a little adult everywhere with you, and it ain't fun. Not fun at all. And you remember better times when you were in better shape, and you say to yourself, "Why did I let this happen? How did this happen? What can I do?" Luckily, I watched the P90X information for about 6,000 times, because that's how they do it. And I finally see this one guy come on the screen. His name is Tommy Migrant, and he basically needed 6 rounds of P90X to get in better shape. He went from being very overweight to extremely well built. And I said to myself, that's the person that I'm going to be like. I'm going to mirror him. I'm going to mimic him. I want to do what he did. Everybody else didn't really impact me, but Tommy made a big deal in my mind. And the reason why he did that is because he admitted that it took him longer than anyone else to do what he needed to do. And I am reminded every day that sometimes things don't happen as quickly as we'd like them to. Some people do need more than 90 days to get through with a transformation. We see that in our group all the time. That's perfectly okay. You have to do this day by day. You can't expect miracles to happen overnight. So getting back to this whole thing with Tommy Migrant, he had such a positive impact on me. And I believe I mentioned in my last video that when I went to Summit, I got to meet him. And I said to him, you were the spark, you were the on switch for me taking on this lifestyle. And I gave him a hug, and he told me that he got chills from me speaking to him. And I made a promise to myself that next year I would be on a stage with him, speaking, motivating others, and helping them. And that was a wonderful moment for me. The I want to just tell you that it's so important for you to accept that things may take longer than you would like them to when it comes to personal fitness. Not everybody moves at the same speed. Younger people have faster metabolisms. They're going to burn fat more quickly. They even have easier lifestyles, if you want to look at it that way. A lot of older people work crazy hours. They don't get to sleep as much. Did you know that if you don't sleep as much, you're not going to burn as much fat. You're not going to, unfortunately, build as much muscle. You've got to get 7 to 8 hours of rest a night to make this work. But no matter what you do, no matter what your circumstances are, you can't give up. You've got to break your off switch. You've got to remove the word quit from your vocabulary. You've got to do this every day or as often as you can. If you work and something happens where you can't work out, don't blame your boss. Don't blame your company. Don't even blame yourself. Don't blame anyone. Just get up, kick the dust off your pants, and do your workout the next day. And enjoy your workouts. Don't make workouts seem like a chore. Don't make them something that you're not looking forward to. Have fun. Enjoy your time working out. This is gonna help you. This is gonna spark you. This is gonna make you feel invigorated. You know, this is a really wonderful thing. There's one more thing I want to talk about. I'm taking on a new program in about 2 weeks, maybe a little less. It's called the Insanity, the Asylum. It's Shaun T's 30-day exercise program, athletic fitness. It's basically designed to kill people. And I had a knee problem back in the fall, and I got past it, and I'm all better. But my doctor warned me, you shouldn't do lunges, you shouldn't do squats, because your knee is not, nobody's knee is designed to move in those directions that you see when people do squats and lunges. So I was almost on the verge of not doing Insanity, the Asylum, because I was previewing some of the DVDs the other night. I was doing some bench pressing in and out of my P90X2 round, and I'm watching the DVDs, and sure enough, everybody's squatting and jumping and lunging, and it's all knee work. It should be called Insanity the Knee. I don't know. That's a bad joke, but I was ready to give up, and I said, you know what? I'm not going to give up. I'm going to modify the workouts. I'm going to do everything I can to get through them. I'm not going to quit. Even if I modify the workout, that doesn't mean that I'm not doing Asylum. That means I'm doing something to get around an obstacle, to get past a speed bump. I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do as much as I can. And in the event that I feel pain, that's when I'll resort to some sort of modification. And I did that all through Insanity. We would do suicide drills, or we would do the burpee-like moves, the everything involving any kind of side-to-side ab moves. I would do as much as I could, and then once I felt that twing in my knee, I would get up and do something else. I would do Heisman's or mountain climbers, and I would keep my heart rate up, and that was important to me. But just don't let anyone tell you you can't do something. Don't even let yourself talk you out of doing something. Just be a little bit in the direction of an optimist. Just accept that sometimes things don't go your way. If you have a bad workout, if you don't get that last rep that you were trying to get, if something goes south, if you botch up your nutrition, don't make a whining stink out of it. Just get up and laugh, and just move forward. Sometimes when you have a problem, if you have a negative attitude about that problem, if you get depressed about that problem doesn't go away. But if you have a positive attitude, if you do something to turn the circumstances around in your mind, you're more likely going to get past that hurdle. And that's very important. So I just want to wish all of you a good week. We're right in the thick of July. It's a nonstop hot July. You've got a clean stretch until Labor Day, and you've got to do your best to keep eating clean and doing your workouts and doing the right thing. And if you want to do things besides your workouts that are outdoor activity, anything outdoors related, go for it. If you want to run, if you want to cycle, if you want to go roller skating, rollerblading, just do something. Just don't sit around and rot away. So, guys, have a super night. Remember, you can message me, you can text me. You all have my links. Just let me help you help yourselves. Just reach out to me. If you ever need to speak to me on the phone, I'm here for you. Just give me some times and dates that you'd like to talk, and we'll make it happen. I've had great success speaking with many of you during the week. It brings me such pleasure to talk to you one-on-one, like real people, on the phone, and to hear your stories and to hear what you're doing. I'm here for every single one of you, and I will help all of you get through to the end with this, and that's a promise. You guys have a great night, okay?